Alright, this is my audience. And this is me, I am the speaker. Alright. Good evening. My name is Joseph Potts, but you may all call me Jake. As we all know, everyone in the world has a talent. Mine just happens to be a keen eye for detail. Have you ever noticed things that other people tend to miss? This is one prime example of what a keen eye for detail is. Throughout my life, I have had this eye, but I didn't actually start using it until I was 13 when I was in art class. And I've come to find out that talents help people every day. I actually have a friend who raps the periodic table just so he can memorize it. Everyone in the world has a talent, but as individuals, we must discover our talent and apply it to our profession. I spent my life wanting to be an artist, but the passion was lost to me. Thus began my journey to pursue a new future. The reason why I left was because, for one reason, was I had lost my art scholarship. It wasn't just so much that I had lost it, but if I had really taken my time to actually turn in my work and give 110%, I wouldn't be up here today expressing why I left this major. Another thing I had found out was the lack of job opportunities. For one thing, there would be no job guarantee after I graduate, or if I actually did get a job, I would mostly be working as a freelance artist, and it would be really hard to get customers for the low pay. So then I started thinking about maybe I should go into education. And I thought, well, if I can't do art, I can at least teach it. But then I found out that NSU didn't offer art anymore as an education field. So then I started trying to pursue music education because I love to sing and I love to play instruments. But there would be, again, no job guarantee. Plus I would be in school for a very, very long time. Another job I decided to pursue was teaching history. But of course I would have to deal with a lot of students, a lot of smart aleckness, and I have very low patience, so I decided that education was just out for me. And then I thought about doing radiology, for one thing because both my dad and my brother are nurses, and with me, I'm just not really a big fan of blood. So I said, well, I'll be working with x-rays and radiology, so I decided to do that. But of course, science was not my best subject in school, so I tossed that aside. And then I thought about doing journalism, because I love to write and, like most paparazzi, get in people's business. But due to the budget cuts that NSU had suffered, that was one of the classes that were dropped. Just when I thought that there was no other job for me to pursue, I was watching Psych one day, and I noticed that Sean, one of the main characters of the show, found a very important clue that the police had overlooked. And I saw that he had a keen eye, so I thought, well, let me see what the criminal justice system has to offer. Of course, when I first thought of the criminal justice system, I thought, well, they'll probably just train me how to be a cop or something. But as I took the classes, I noticed that there was a whole wide spread of opportunities. Like, I could have been a criminal profiler, which is basically a desk job for the criminal justice system, but I can work on the crime scene and research and track down different perpetrators. Or I could become a criminal psychologist, which is basically a psychiatrist for offenders and for victims. In all the paths I have taken, choices I have made, and talents I possess, have all brought me here in front of this class today. I've come to find that all of my life's decisions got me where I am today with the help of my talents. Now you're probably all wondering, how do talents help? For me, the keen eye for detail is kind of like a process of elimination. I argued both sides of each major that I tried, and finally came up with one that had more positives than negatives. And I'd like to leave you with this note. Whatever you choose to do in life, talents can help make the job worthwhile. Thank you for your time and good night.